In this year's Solstice event, we are able to obtain a brand new weapon. Now, I'm not sure if every year we get a brand new weapon for Solstice, as in the past Solstice events, I never actually even participated in them because I always thought that they were grindy, repetitive, and extremely boring. That still holds true to this day, but the brand new bow that was introduced in Solstice this year got me to grind that weapon. The brand new bow is called the Fortunate Star. And you know what? It actually surprised me a little bit. And from someone who used to use bows quite a lot in the past, this one actually feels pretty decent in the PvP. Of course, not as good as how when bows used to be. Bows used to be really fantastic back then, but now they don't feel too great in my opinion, but they're not terrible. They're just not as good as they used to be. Now my dudes, this is the JMPDoubleX here. How is everybody doing, my dudes? If you guys enjoyed the video in any shape, way, or form, don't forget to like it, comment down below, and hit the notifications, my boys and girls. Because I know that a lot of you guys do not have notifications enabled, and I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you, my dudes. And for the Fortunate Star, this video is a little late to the party, of course, but as of late, I've been feeling a little bit iffy on the Destiny, to be honest. And whenever I feel like this, I generally don't want to do anything Destiny related, and it gets extremely difficult to do anything Destiny. So I apologize in advance if the content on my channel is kind of going kind of slow, but don't worry, I'll still post some, even if it is forced. It might just be because of the bow, honestly. I'm not too enthusiastic about reviewing this weapon, but I did get some footage and spent a couple hours grinding for this thing, so might as well make a video on it. Speaking of the grind, there are two roles that I want to mention that I obtained during my grinding session of I have no idea how long this was, but after destroying the boss multiple times, of course, repetition after repetition.
That's some crazy motherfreaking damage.
We got the first decent roll with Archer's Tempo and Kill Clip. Now the great thing about Kill Clip on this bow is one, only lightweight bows can get Kill Clip sadly. They really need to add that to precision frame bows. Honestly, don't be a pussy, Bungie. Just do it. But having Kill Clip on this bow is actually pretty damn fantastic. It feels just like the precision frame bows of the past before they got nerfed. Being able to take out Guardians in the Crucible with one headshot and one body when you have Kill Clip procced. It feels absolutely fantastic. And combine that with the already low draw time of lightweights and Archer's Tempo, it feels pretty damn good in the PvPs, minus the accuracy of course. But for some reason, this roll didn't completely satisfy me. So I wanted to get a better roll, or just I was curious of a certain roll. So that's what I did. After many bosses slain by my beautiful swords, we have obtained the roll that I'm going to be showing you guys for this video. For the books. The origin trait, we have Dream Work. Once per reload, which is perfect for a bow because you reload after every shot. Assisted or assisted final blows partially refill the magazine, but for bows, this gives us faster draw time. Basically, if you're team shotting in the PvPs, let's say for example, you land a body shot on a guy and your teammate finishes him off, you're gonna have a faster draw time on this bow because of Dream Work. Pretty solid overall. We have Kill Clip. When reloading after a kill, you get that 25% bonus damage, making this bow taking out Guardians in PvP with one headshot and one body. We have Successful Warm-Up. After a kill, this bow decreases charge time by a significant amount, basically lowering the TTK, which is good for this bow. The TTK going from 1.17 seconds to under 1 second. Not too shabby because, you know, bows already have a low TTK in general. not too shabby. We have fiberglass arrow shaft for that 15 accuracy. I like to think that the more accuracy you have on a bow, the easier it is to land your headshots or shots in general from a further distance. With the 50 plus accuracy that I have on this bow, I can land shots no problem up to 50 meters. Past that 50 meters, it gets pretty damn difficult to land shots on targets, just letting you know. For the bowstring, we have natural string for the 5.55 in accuracy, stability, and handling. And we have a draw time master rope for that 10 draw time. I slap on a target adjuster for the aim assist, and those are the perks. Overall, not the 100% roll that I want for this bow. Instead of natural string, I would go for polymer string for the reduced draw time, but it is what it is. But still, my dudes, this is a pretty damn good bow for the PvPs. If you guys know me, in the past I used to use bows a lot back in the Destiny 2 days, the great days before these beautiful bows got nerfed. One of my favorite bows of the past was the Subtle Calamity. This was back then when quick draw was just that broken of a perk. Until they nerfed it, of course. But on this bow alone, I almost got 12,000 crucible kills, which is actually pretty damn nasty. And one thing about the lightweight bows, I never actually did like the lightweight bows, but for some reason, this one, the Fortunate Star, feels pretty damn good to use in the PvPs. I always had a negative opinion about the lightweight bows because they couldn't double body shots. Now, of course, any bow cannot double body shots in the PvPs now, since they did get that ridiculous nerfing their damage by 15%. And then on top of the PvP player of HP boosts that everybody gets, that's basically a double nerf. Also to mention that the accuracy nerf that they gave bows as well. But recently, of course, there has been a buff for the precision frame bows, just to buff their damage just a teensy weensy bit. Still not to their former glory, but it still counts for something. Overall though, the Fortunate Star in the PvPs, you definitely should give it a try, but it's not going to work 100% of the time. What I mean by this is that, of course, player skill is different depending on the lobby, depending on the players that you play against in the PvP. This bow is going to be good or bad. This bow is actually pretty damn good against casuals because they don't move around a lot, but if you face players who know how to move, who have good movement, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to land those shots or even outgun people, since bows do have a slow time to kill. So you're just going to need to know how to use them. You're going to have to use them kind of like hand cannons. Stick next to cover, shoot an arrow. As you're reloading, go back into cover, load the arrow, get out of cover, and then shoot again. One thing to know about the cover is that since this bow is freaking massive, I had some instances where players were pre-shooting before I got out of cover. So that is one of the disadvantages of this big ass bow. For some reason, it being a lightweight, it is freaking massive. Just keep that in mind. People are going to be able to see you before you even see them because of this massive ass freaking bow. You have to have some pretty damn good map awareness as well. Don't stay out in the open unless you know you can win that gunfight. But all it comes down to is that you need to know that this is a bow and treat it like a bow. If you try to treat it like any other weapon, you're going to have a bad time. But my dudes, this is a pretty damn decent bow. Definitely not a try-hard bow and definitely not meta. But if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and tell me down in the comments below, my dudes, if you guys are still playing Destiny. What do you guys think about Destiny at the moment right now? What I think is that it's a little boring here and there, even though I do get on here and there once in a while just to play some PvP. But PvP is just so toxic, you know what I mean? Just ability spammage and too many team shots. Other than that, it's whatever. What do you guys think about PvP or just Destiny in general? I think Bungie is taking a little too long with the content, and as they're stretching it out, it doesn't feel very nice, you know what I mean? But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and that is it for me, my dudes. Thank you guys for coming over, and until next time, later.